This is the story of living simply in Sicily. Why don't you come along with us and sing along the way? If you had a favorite group that you used to sing with, try and imagine you can still hear them now.
All right, it just quit raining, and we live right next door to a culvert that runs down from up near the volcano somewhere, where it collects water that runs all the way down to the ocean. And as you can see, the ocean is right there. Now I'm gonna walk over to this canal that's right here behind this fence, and you can see for yourselves how much water comes down after a rainstorm. Absolutely incredible, the amount of water that's coming down through there. And even now that it's quit raining, that'll keep running for several hours before it stops.
So this is from Mount Etna last night. Jeff already swept up a whole bucket, and this is halfway swept. So there's the other one right there, full from the front yard. So she was rumbling last night, and the whole house was shaking, and I thought it was like gonna erupt. To use some air dry clay and make a few projects. So this one is a little trinket box, and I made a cover, and I followed a YouTube channel. I forget what her name is, but I will link her to it, and made this cute little fox on it. And then I did my typical faces that I like to do on top of this little box. And I made a little plate, and I used coffee grounds inside of it, mixed it into the clay to create this texture, which I think is cool looking. And then I made a pot with legs on it. It's still wet, so I have to wait for that to dry completely. You can see the difference in the clay as it dries. It gets whiter and whiter, and the thickness makes a big difference on the drying time. But sometimes that's good, because in the middle of it you can smooth out all the edges pretty well. And I know this isn't the greatest. I have a little work to do, but even hers, I noticed, did a little bit of that sagging bit that that I see here on the bottom. I think that might be hard to do, because I think as it sets, gravity pushes it down and pushes it out. So I tried putting this upside down and having things on the inside, but then this sags in. So I kept turning it over and then pushing down on it, and so forth. So, but for air dry clay, I'm pretty happy with that, because I can paint this up, and these can be just like used to put jewelry in and that type of thing. And I think they're kind of cute. What do you think? So this week's project was with air dry clay. And I did 3 experiments. This is with a bowl that I put the clay on top of. And then this is with plastic bowl that I put the clay on top of. And I found this one kind of got squished where the little legs were from the weight of the bowl itself. It's a very heavy bowl. This one did much better, and it has pretty good strength. And then this one I just did all clay. So the legs came out very, very nice. And I really like the design that, just a simple leaf pattern that, I'll leave the link where the person who gave me the instructions on this, I can't remember right now. And then I did this with coffee grounds, and I really like the texture on that. And then I just added a rim of the same teal color that I was working with. And then I made this cute little trinket box that has a little fox on it. And that's just clay, there's nothing inside of it. And it came out pretty good for my first try. I think the fox came out cute. It did sink a little, like from the weight of it sitting, it kind of bowed out a little bit on the bottom. So I'm gonna try to do something a little different, but all in all, I was very happy with the little fox too. And then I made one of my faces that I like to make, and I put a little teal bird on it. And these are some of the other pieces that I did with faces. That one, and that one, I like birds, so I usually put them in my pieces. And here's another one. And one more. And then these are some cards that I had made from taking plants and printing right onto the card stock watercolor paper. And I did actually put it in when I was eco-printing some of my fabric. And then I took the eco-printed fabric that I made, and I made the dress that I showed you that was purple. I also took the printed fabric that I had from eco-printing, and I didn't like it because it was so gray. So I actually dyed it with black, and I really love the way it came out. It didn't lose some of the marks that the flowers had printed on there. Like that one has like a little bit of purple in it from flowers. And then I hand sewed the collar, and I made the tassels, and then I added some little sleeves here, and the bottom didn't have quite enough to go to the bottom, meet the end, so I added a little piece on the bottom. But I thought it came out really cute. What do you think? I really like the way the edges came out a lot. Favorites. Really, really nice. The only thing that, look at that, right now it's just gorgeous. Really, really nice stuff. Greeny yellows, which is really nice. But like this line here looks a little too rusty for me, but the rest of it's beautiful.
Listen, we could use all the help we could get. So we would like to reach 10,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, please click on it. It doesn't cost a thing, but it helps us. Yes. Overall. It's a big help. So we'd appreciate it, and follow along. We try to have something on here of interest for everybody.
Yeah. So ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.